for school, and Holly said, "Mom, I was so embarrassed. I almost started crying." She did it in front of all the other kids.
That's sad, though.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you what, they better not. This child gets up in the morning, she's soaked 3 and 4 times with it. Why should my son be singled out? It does matter. Well, rules are meant to be broken.
Oh, okay.
So I'll look at it. So anyway, or bent or whatever. Everybody else was bending them and doing the wrong thing. So anyway, the next year, Wayne, don't even go there. So I called the school. I said, "Excuse me, but I went to uniform shop. I spent all this money, and my son's coming home crying every day because he's singled out that everybody else has the cool stuff on." Well, ma'am, we can't go to every single classroom and check everybody.
That doesn't matter. If they had it, it does.
And sure enough, I mean, I used to volunteer at the school all the time. So I would go, and I'm like, sure enough, everybody, Jeremy was telling the truth. I was like, that's pretty crappy. I wouldn't spend extra money. Because I could have went to Old Navy or whatever. No, I had to go to the uniform shop because that was their rule they said they were going to have this year. None of those kids had uniform clothes. 8%, as long as it was khaki or a right color shirt.
It doesn't make sense, though.
No, it doesn't. I mean, they're breaking their own rules that they're making.
Right?
Because they're not enforcing them. Look, one time I caught my daughter. Mom, I can't even stand going to the bathroom. This is last year. I can't even stand going to the bathroom. She says, "You know why? Everybody's smoking in the bathroom." So I got tired of hearing it. I'm like, that's it. I'm calling the office. So I called the office. Talk to the assistant principal. That's what he tells me. "Well, ma'am, would you like to come on to the bathrooms?" I said, "No." I said, "I have a job. I work all day. That's not my job. That's y'all's job." Well, we don't have time for that. We can't be monitoring every second of the day who's in the bathroom and if they're smoking or not.
It's worth $300,000 to have.
Yeah.
And that's pure.
Is this a...
Here we are at breakfast. He's got his sleep. He's got to catch off. I got him. We just go do that. What? Here we are, we're in Natchez. And look at Tina. Look at Tina over there with her tongue sticking out. Oh, isn't that cute? She's in such a happy mood.
I'd be in a good mood if people would wash their hands and wash their face.
You're right. We'll have to get Mother to do that from now on. You're right, Tina. I forgot about Mother not doing that.
That's the one time I was really fun. That's the first time I ever saw him get mad at Mark.
That's it. That's good. Come down them now. You can come down them now.
From the outside, On this level, the only ones that actually are on the inside is on the first level. The second and third level is actually all the cabins open to the outside.
Am I supposed to be playing this one?
Yeah, play it.
All right, son.
It's still
I guess I'm taking a picture of, I can't see, I think it's 2 boats, a 1.5 boat, and a silhouette here looks like what, I have instructions to take a picture of it. Okay, I guess this is enough film for this. Okay, bye.
What was all that about? A documentary or something? Good grief.
This is a picture of 1.5 boats. The first one is our boat, Mississippi Queen. Second one was a smokestack, I don't know, but I have a picture of, the third person here who has a LSU shirt on, and I have instructions to take pictures to photograph. I'm doing this over because I don't know if the first one took, because I have orders to take it because he wants me to be sure and get this, okay? Bye, maybe for the second time. Bye. Now what do I do?
A picture of it?
Yeah, I got to turn something on.
You need to turn it off. You left it on.
I know, I don't know how to turn it off.
Press the button again. I can't see with these glasses on. I got the bridge.
I mean, I can't take a picture because the truck's in the way.
Look, Barb.
A little bit closer to the post. Okay. That's cool. That was cool. I got the whole river boat, I got the long panoramic. And one smiley face. I don't know the other
That's neat with a Cliffy.
Take a picture of the bridge and Delta Queen.
I
Keep
did.
running until the whole song's over.
I am.
Well, she had a Confederate officer she's related to.
That's so cute. Boy, that's cute.
That's all over. Great.
Do it again.
No, it's too late.
Come on. It's pretty, all these flowers.
Ivy and the brick. Be careful, it's
Not
on
coming
me.
on. What?
That's
Yeah, just that policeman.
Oh, you should have caught her spilling now.
I did. I got her on it. I got her on it. Yes, I.
That one.
Well, you got them all the whole.
Maybe I should have the camera. 'Cause
I think so.
I'm missing everything.
Dent's here, Mrs. Hello. Y'all need to look. Yeah. I see a Rosalie. What? Maybe not.
Nick ain't so wealthy that he purchased land of slaves of his own. Yeah. And they have restored it. It's own. Well, we had over 1,400, 44 men enlist. Produced 4 generals out of that amount. But unfortunately, we also produced. That was built 1891, and I was in use as a jail up to 1978. Oh, it's got the inside gallows, trap door. That was in use up to 1938. But if you'll notice from that front view, it really just doesn't look anything like a jail. More like a home, boarding house, or whatever.
Can you go inside that?
No, ma'am. No, that's where we put our county supervisors. I thought it was kind of poetic justice myself, you know. Because my father, grandfather, all of them said them men been behind these times.
Yonder.
Well, we're going to get to that, sir.
Oh, okay.
Before the tour is over with.
Okay.
Yeah. But now, coming up here, next on the right is the First Presbyterian Church, built in 1828. It was organized 1817, the very same year Mississippi first achieved statehood. Now, this is the First Presbyterian Church built here, and that one even still contains original slave galleries. In fact, all the pews were handmade by slaves, talking about pretty. Craftsmanship, really unbelievable, you know, for that day and time, considering the type of tools they had to use. And oh, they were optimistic. That church seats over 800. 1828, we have total population a little under 1,400. Yeah, I don't know, maybe they heard the Baptists were coming, I don't know. But if y'all find the time, most of the churches, they are open to the public. And to me, they do have just as much history. Just pretty as any of the old homes. It houses a historic photograph named after his daughter. All the old Natchez elite used to hold all the social functions during the Roaring 20s. Well, 73, it was closed down, reopened in 80. Yeah. got so many of them. I mean, there's neighborhoods after neighborhoods after neighborhoods.
This is pretty good.
And then, but the next jewel is Myrtle Terrace. I was built 1844 for a Captain Thomas P. Leathers. He was the riverboat captain of the Natchez. When the Natchez and Robert E. Lee had their famous race in New Orleans, St. Louis. That's that. And then you got the little mansion on it. About right. At the time of construction, it cost me $83,262.23 to build. Which, folks, in 1857, that was a king's ranch. Well, 1938 came along. The Pilgrimage Garden Club ladies, they bought that at an open auction. So,
Wow. What year was that?
1938, ma'am. That's one.
38.
There's two good reasons why it got so cheap. One is 38. A lot of people didn't have the price of bread. No, they was. Nah, it didn't look like that. It was in pretty bad shape. But now they used the inside rooms of this one in the miniseries North and South. That was supposed to have been Patrick Swayze's home in that movie, Mount Royal. And the main reason they used it here. And here's one just recently been restored. The Linton House, built 1810. What happened there was in the middle 1980s. About 15 to 20% of that home for 3 fire station.
Oh.
That was built 1839.
Yeah, forget.
But that is a private residence. Original 1880. You see that side addition? Well, that's original 1974. But the copper roof is December 1993. A prime example of it, showing you how strict the building code zoning laws are. Everything throughout the historic district has got to blend in, no matter what. Once the home of the rabbi. For right next door to it is the Jewish temple. This one, it was built in 1904. But the first one was built 1844 on that very same site. But it burnt down in the late 1890s. There's only about 8 families that use that synagogue now. But you can tell at one time. But now we got another pretty one. This is Glen Arbor. That was built 1875 for Mr. Christian Schwartz. He was the most famous owner of it, though, was George Hamilton, the actor. That's where his mom, his brother Bill, sometimes himself did, until the death of his brother. And then George sold that to a retired couple from Baton Rouge. And for a few years, it was 58 for a Thomas Henderson. Now that is the original color of the mansion when it was first constructed. Now the mansion is made out of small clay bricks, just like the retaining wall. Then they put stucco over it. Score in the lines, paint it, give the Laura Stone effect. As one of the many ways showing off the great wealth was living homes made out of Laura Stone, or at least appear to be. It's a garden club, and on the second floor they have a nice costume museum of that period. Also, Henderson. Now, #1 requirement in any of the old homes, try to have your own private ghost if possible. Yeah. But as we roll by, you look back, have a perfect front view of it.
Looks nice.
I tell you, the old girl, they used her as a boarding house in the 1930s. And as a grammar school on the second floor up till the mid-1960s. Now the little cream-colored house here, that was built 1822. It's a federal. The 3 over here on my left, they're all 3 Victorians, built between 1886 and 1901. All 3 being a Queen Anne style. All 3 very lovely homes. But the house behind the wall That's Greenlee. That was built in 1795 for Mr. Samuel Davis. And yes, he did have a younger brother named Jefferson, who was a very frequent visitor here. But it was bought and restored in 1964. Now, it had no inside flooring whatsoever. It's just a hollow shell. Now, catch it. He paid $17. That was the first brick home built in the Mississippi Territory. Now, it wasn't Tejada's home, but the American Eagle Tavern. And it's also the oldest Capitol building in Mississippi. See, Natchez was the first territorial capital. And this was the old Capitol building. In fact, it was also the Capitol building for Alabama. Minute section of garden on the side. It's in the shape of the British flag, Union Jack. Both built in 1888, and both very pretty. But about 20 years ago, they're both condemned. No roofs, topside. All the windows broke out of. In fact, the Winslow house. I hope you learned something new. If there's anything I can help y'all with while you're here, just stop off.
I hope they stay in there long enough I can get a picture of them in the
And if
luggage.
I'm not here, just ask any of the other drivers, and they'll be more than happy to help y'all. Dad, get back here. That lady's gotta get.
Is it clean?
Just, she left her phone number. They call her back. That will wait on the water, and as soon as it comes in, we'll take on water. But, you know, it might be a while. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.
No, we've been back for a while. We've rested for about 15 minutes.
Something said everybody else.
Just about ready to go.
You standing up in those people's face. Can you sit down, please? Just go outside on the deck right there.
This is waking up from our little veranda here. It's really pretty.
Email? Oh, I'll take care of that for you.
Look at all the birds sitting out there. Money moves the river.
Hey Jerry, turn around and I'll be there.
Oh, that's interesting.
Thank you. I love the
Structure built around the casino. I thought I'd go ahead and answer that for you. The casino up ahead of us here is a floating object, I guess you'd call it a boat. It doesn't have any propulsion, no power, it would never move.
Here we go.
Built there because of an interesting law.
You know, you're so nice when you're not fussing about everything.
What is it? I got a fuss. You're nice when you're not crabby.
Just video so we can hear the music on the video. I was just like, I wonder if they can hear it.
Good exercise. There's the old courthouse. Okay, Brittany over there. What? What are y'all talking about? You're in Vicksburg, man. You know, Mother likes.
You want to tour the museum?
This is clear called the Bible for the first time in the world, done by King merchant by the name of Joseph Peacorn in 1894. He did it with permission from Atlanta, Georgia, because the start was made in 1886.
You listening to Wayne?
Yeah.
Like the French Quarter, like. Wow. There you go, team. Yep. Can't believe this. Just think that withstood the siege of Vicksburg. All the cannons flew around it. Look at these pillars, how high. Wow. Look at the size of those. Yeah, look at the size of those columns. Thank you, Tina.
So what? Even now.
Take care of it.
You have to buy the next thing. We're going to
Where?
the big house. You pay for that.
Big house. I don't even want to go to that thing. Let's start that. Here's old John Pemberton. Mother wondered who he was. I'll get a shot of him here. John C. Pemberton.
Dwayne, which one show me?
John Pemberton's wife. Mother just love all this old time stuff from the wall.
Come here, I'll show you some.
I like.
You'll probably want to break them up into two groups, like one group upstairs and. Okay.
Let me just tell him something real quick.
This is perfect picture. Wait a minute, Tina, let me get your picture here. Up, Tina. Tina, I want to get your picture here. Up by the old courthouse, please.
I'm right here.
Okay. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty, 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 kitty. The Yanks. You know, that's neat. We don't have cannons on every street like that.
You don't have cannons on any street.
I know, that's the problem. I wish we did. Tina's coming from her little shop. She just made friends with all the people in the shop.
Check this one out. Stay right here.
carpenters. Fellow carpenters. He's going with his big bag.
Had back then, you'll like this one. You see, they figured out that the paddle wheel when the boat was first built had been built too low down in the water. So rather than just kicking us across the top of the water like a paddle wheel's supposed to do, it was sunk down so deep it was scooping the river water out and, as she mentioned, throwing it all the way up on the Calliope bar. Well, they finally towed the boat all the way back up to dry dock and they were going to fix this, and the engineers got involved and they figured out that the paddle wheel every rotation should kick out 30 tons of river water. It was set so low, it was pulling 60 tons of river water with every revolution. And I loved this. When they put it back into the dry dock, the company issued a press release. Because as she mentioned, it was an embarrassment, you know. Cruises had to be canceled. This brand new boat going back into the dry dock. What did they do? They had a light heart about it. I found in the company archives the press release, which said this: Mississippi Queen goes back into dry dock, told to lose 30 tons off her rear. I'm not kidding, that was the press release. This is a song I wrote about taking a trip on a steamboat, something that, as you can tell, is always full of excitement and adventure, and wonder and joy. This is for you. Let me take a ride on a riverboat. Let me see the things I read about as a child, and be wild for just one more moment. Let me have one great adventure, and let me have a tale to tell. This magic time with you. There's always more to do than time allows. There's so much more to say than I know how. But when I close my eyes, it's still you I see. In the land of lullaby dreams, whisper in my ear that you still love me. Hold my hand as we drift to the sea. But slowly the night has just begun. My heart keeps time with the paddle wheel as you press your tender lips to mine. And I know that this is all I dreamed of. Oh, the sound of the banjo when it's laughing, and the ache of the piano when it cries. I feel alive on this starry night. Dance with me as the big band plays. I'm lost for a moment in history. When I close my eyes, it's still you I see.
Thank you.
In the land of lullaby dreams. In the land of lullaby
Of our officers to grab a glass and come out here on the dance floor. We have something very special we'd like to do.
Oh, no, just one. Yeah, I think.
No. Another 7.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 30.
Yeah, can we talk about that?
Right.
You didn't get cutting right.
Please start.
Well, she should have.
think I'm gonna go around.
Okay.
Yes, that was right. Okay, I'll take it.
Can we not do this one? Bruce, put it there.
And asabuca.
I ain't gonna take her anyway. Complains all day.
I want, the wild rice and spinach salad. The Bill Marsala. They said that comes with linguine. Fettuccine. And
Okay, I'll take the melon.
You know what you want, right?
Mm-hmm. I know what I want.
Why?
No, actually, it's gonna have.
Yeah.
I put stuff in it. I put clips, and I put the dryer on it. Because I have to, because my hands are dry. And
Influential somehow.
and I put a little of light gel.
We had great food during the Grecian period.
I'm gonna leave it right here. And just use those, those butterfly clips and kind of clip them all over. And I take the blow dryer and I do like that, and I blow dry.
But I can tell you what's like it.
You like sushi?
No.
You like raw oysters?
No.
Saving that up.
That's an old church.
Just a lucky guess.
Oh,
okay.
Did you guess that, Elaine, or you knew it? Well, that must have been where it was in the old days, you know? That must have been what it was in the old days.
Because a lot of the buildings did get destroyed because of that.
Now you're turning your back.
I haven't listened to you.
Now, how old that is, I don't know. It looks kind of new.
That's not a hotel.
I think it's.
Yeah, I know. But you could have at least gone outside.
Do they have like
We own
free buffet?
We're secret party. I love it.
Is it even ocean?
I pushed you out.
You pushed us out?
I own part of the bank.
He's like Dwayne. He's quick.
Yeah.
He's got to come back. Yeah. Like he took me this time. I was telling me.
So what was interesting out there?
The dollars.
Oh, did you see that Coke shop?
Did you get some? No?
Wait, you bought something. That was not that place. Yeah, he bought 2 bottles.
There was a
The turtle soup is delicious.
Did you?
Can we get another bowl?
Do you like that?
I ordered for you. This is still enough.
Yeah, it is, Kev.
How many of them got?
I used to have 3, but it looks like one of them shut down.
Got the train going on.
I don't like that fruit.
Oh, the two.
Yeah, that's right. And there's 6 flags.
You sit over here. I hadn't thought about it. Well, you
I think somebody ordered without dressing.
Yeah,
Well, what I did was because she didn't have, because she didn't want any bacon, I took the dressing off it. And I just gave you the wrong one.
No problem. That works perfect.
That works out good. Thank you.
I guess I
Well,
think
give it to Mom.
Yeah.
She can have a couple of these too. I'm not gonna do that. She loves mushrooms.
Yeah, the house is up on the hill, the way. You did, really? But the boat left, huh?
Just took a second.
That was so nice.
going home.
But now we have big ones.
Yeah, but this kind of neat getting a picture of y'all with the names.
May I try some of the apples?
That is so good.
Thank you.
That was nice. That was nice.
Look how nice it is now.
Barb, Bruce quit. Here.
Yep, here she is. There's the girl, rollicking and frolicking all night. And now she's feeling good in the morning, drinking her coffee because Dwayne got her up. And Dwayne made her look at the moon.
Which is supposed to be the sun.
Yep, that's her. See her?
Early in the morning.
She is. Everybody knows her in the lounge. Today they will all know her and remember her. It's the loud little lady in the corner doing her dance. She's well known around the ship. It's Tina. That's it. Silly daughter. Never sleeps. She just keeps going and going and going and going and going.
Not like his father.
And this over here is
grapefruit lady.
This is 12 grapefruits coming now. Yep, there they are. They're starting, but they're not there yet. When this finishes, it'll be a stack all the way to the ceiling.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I've been thinking since the last couple of days. Like a RV? Yeah. Oh, just leaving that temporarily? Oh, with that barrel, we're going to go right opposite, and now we can get by that for a while. Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's going to get real bad. I had said I didn't like it, so.
After rock and roll night, I tell you, usually the night after rock and roll night, everybody's just hungover and dragging, but you're a good crowd. I'm glad to have you.
Tina is.
Thanks for joining me this morning. Nothing like being
Security prison that ever had.